Hello, and welcome to part 4 of the weapons explanation and demonstration. You guys might like this next one. To be honest, I love it. This weapon has no name, no wielder. Pretty much none of the rest of these do, except for one of them. Now, what we have here is a sword bow. But you're probably wondering about all those other weird gadgets and gizmos. Well, actually there are only two. These are just different views. Anyway, this is a sword, but it's not meant for melee attacks. It's actually the arrow for this bow. How does it work, you say? Well, there's an attachment that goes on the back of this sword. Back of the sword, or the sword from, or looking from the back, looks like this. You put this attachment right here onto the back of the sword, and you put it in the bow. Now, how does that work? Well, if you look at the sword just a bit more closely, you can tell that it's hollowed out on the inside. Same with this. Now, the attachment from the back has a little slit for the string to go through on the bow. The attachment is made out of a very light metal, and once you put it on the bow and pull back, and let go, the attachment is popped off by this little notch in the bow right here. And if necessary, this bow can split in half, and then you have two swords for melee weaponry. Can they be put together? Well, of course, if necessary. Again, this doesn't have a name nor a wielder. If you guys can come up with a name, that'd be pretty awesome. Now, it's meant to be wielded like any bow, really. So the wielding technique is pretty self-explanatory. There goes the sword. I do know the character that's going to wield this, by the way. I just don't have a name for him yet. The original name was supposed to be Shade. That might have to change, but sorry guys, this is going to be dragging on way too long. Now, when the bow splits in half, it splits in the middle, right where that little handlebar slash little notch for the sword goes. Splits in half for melee attacks. Regular sword, standard. Special abilities? Well, the person who has this can, well, no, that would be the ability of the character. I'll get to those later. Thank you for viewing part 4. Tune in for part 5. Thank you for viewing.